How's it going, everybody? Nick Daniels here yet again. We're doing a rant video here, sitting in the car in the parking lot like a cool kid would normally do. I want to talk about fake pranks compared to real pranks. So back in the day, I don't know much of the history of the pranking community, but I guess you could say back in the day, many moons ago, they started making, like, people started doing up the pranks. And as far as I can tell, they were doing real pranks, right? Real pranks. So as in, like, you were literally doing whatever was in the video. And the problem with, there's a couple problems with real pranks, and there's a couple good things about real pranks. And I want to talk about at least what I think about those. 1 second. We got traffic. When I see traffic, I just shut right up, so that's why I do that. But anyway, so the real pranks, you're getting an actual reaction, right? And you have that satisfaction of knowing it's on staged. I think real pranks, even in general, are more worth it. But one of the biggest problems is sometimes it might even take longer because the reactions you're gonna get are gonna be very genuine. So it would be like, even for example, like I used to do a lot of Call of Duty noob tubing, and you know, I'd go 3 hours without getting anybody reacting at all. It would just be at the end of it, somebody would finally say something. Just a second here, a little quiet. But anyway, yeah, like at the end of the 3 hours, finally somebody would speak up and I'd get a reaction. And it's not always what you want, but then sometimes it was better than what you expected. So it can be a little harder to make. Now, like for example, if you did like a scare prank, right? That's not too bad, right? But some of these pranks are hard to pull off because a lot of the ones you're gonna see nowadays are just so ridiculous, right, that they have to be staged. So some of these people get paid. They come on there, they come on the video, they get paid. There was one YouTuber, one YouTuber that got exposed because he did like a Trump car, like a Donald Trump car back in the elections. He left it in the ghetto, right? So like in a black youth community. And I don't want to sound like racist when I say ghetto, and that's literally what the video is. It's like, all right, we're gonna leave this like in the ghetto, and it's like a black youth community. Like that could be white people, that could be anybody, it doesn't matter. Race, skin, who cares? But this is the way it was portrayed, so hear me out. And basically, yeah, so a bunch of black youth come out and they destroy this vehicle. So it makes them look horrible, right? They have like fucking weapons and they destroy it. Right, and then at the end of the video, he's like, you know, all right, like, you know, oh, geez, like, that's crazy results. You know, whatever. Well, at the end of the day, there was somebody in the apartment complex that filmed it, okay? And when they filmed it, what they did is they filmed down, and it was where he was standing, looking at the camera, talking, like doing his little speech, right, that he'll do in the beginning of the video, and the black youth are behind him. They're behind the camera, they're behind the camera with the weapons standing there waiting to be told to go do it. And it's stuff like that pissed me right off. I was like, dude, like, if you're gonna do a fake prank, that's the problem. The problem with real pranks compared to a fake prank is that the real prank has to compete with something that's probably going to be like, oh my god, compared to the real prank. The real prank can do the oh my god stuff, but you have to realize that some of the times you're going to face things that you're not going to, you know, people are going to react differently. Like if you come up, like there was one that was like a bunch of clowns and they come up with weapons and they're supposed to like scare them off. No, they ran up and just started beating the shit out of them. So that's what's gonna happen in real pranks. A fake prank, you can just pay somebody, be like, all right, just scream and run away. There's one of these YouTubers again that do these pranks. I can't remember the names of them, that's why I say this. And his is like making out with moms prank or experiment. It's an experiment video, but hear me out. So he'll go up and he'll be like this super hot chick, okay, with like just some awkward looking like 10-year-old, and they're holding hands, and he'll be like, and she's always like in a bikini or something, like just something ridiculous, and he's like, hey, yeah, if I beat you in rock paper scissors, you got to make out with me, right? Something like that. Like, and there's never like a con to him losing. It's literally just, I'll make out with you. So of course they play rock paper scissors, he wins, he's like, yeah, come here, and he just goes right in for it, and they make out for like 5 minutes, and it's the most awkward thing I've ever seen, but apparently people like watching that, and he's like groping her and grabbing her ass and stuff, and it's like the kid always just stands there awkwardly, and that to me is the difference right there, right? Because of how just absolutely ridiculous it comes off as, is you should just even be able to tell the thing's fake right off the get-go. So that's kind of my thoughts on it. I think at the end of the day, in conclusion, that real pranks are really where it's at, and they're more satisfying, but of course they take a little longer, and some of the reactions are a little more unpredictable, but you can actually get a decent, genuine reaction, and I think your audience would approve much more for that, or approve of that more, rather than, okay, I'm gonna pay her or him set amount of money, they're gonna come do this, right, specifically what I want them to do, and we'll get what we're looking for, because it'll be like, it could be so over the top that, you know, you're not going to get that out of a real prank. There was one that I used to watch a long time ago that was actually really funny. Basically, it was this big snowman, and like he would sit there like out in the fucking cold, and then all of a sudden he'd get up and move around, like the snowman would get up, and it looks legitimately like someone just made this big ass snowman, and that was pretty good. And I'm pretty sure that was a genuine video. I saw another prank video where buddy stuck a condom in a burger, and then got mad because he said that he was trying to do real videos, and like there was like a panel on a podcast that had told him that, listen, like, we get you're doing real videos and we commend you for that, but you're doing it to the point that you're really just pissing people off and it's not funny. And there's like such a fine line to that kind of stuff that you have to be ever so watchful for, and it's very difficult. But anyway, share your thoughts on the video here in the description below, or the comment section below. You know, if you want to like the video, it's up to you. If you don't, I mean, I'll just go fuck myself. I mean, that's cool too. And you know, you want to share it on Facebook or something, like, I don't know, a couple people might do that in the world. I mean, I don't know, probably for PewDiePie, but you know, I'm pretty cool too. So I mean, you know, do whatever you feel like you want to do. And at the end of the day, I just appreciate anybody watching, and that's my kind of thoughts on the subject. And I might dive into this at another time, because I mean, some of them I do want to come back to and add on to, like onto the video. So we'll play it from there. Let's take this puppy right there. Oh, cheers. And that's raw uploads, by the way. Cheers. No editing required.